Butler High School for boys varsity tournament basketball action, where the Sydney Yellow Jackets take on the Springboro Panthers. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Schwederman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NKTelco, NKT.TV, BullerStore.com, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Bowers TV, Togi Plumbing and Heating, PSG Automotive Outfitters, and First National Bank. Welcome to Butler High School for this sectional semifinal matchup between Springboro and Sydney. I'm Brandon Coburn along with Ron Cruzy. And you know, Ron, we got two very good ball teams here, the Springboro Panthers. They're sitting just under 500 at 11-12, and Sydney at a 19-4 record. Should be a good contest.
Yeah, it should. The Springboro Panthers entered the tournament as the number 11 seed. They defeated the number 8 seed Fairborn 48-38. The Panthers are led by 6'7" senior Garrett Powell, averaging 14.2 points a game and 7.1 rebounds a game. And also 6'8" senior Michael Berner, averaging 11 points and 7.2 rebounds a game. For the Sydney Yellow Jackets, they are the number 4 seed. They defeated number 12 seed Dayton Carroll 43-35 to advance to this game. They're led by 6'2" senior Andre Gordon, averaging 22.6 points and 5.2 rebounds and 5.8 assists. And also 6'3" senior Ratez Roberts, averaging 10 points and 9.3 rebounds a game.
Yeah, it should be a very good matchup between these two teams. These two teams did meet up in tournament and sectional action 2 years ago at Trotwood Madison High School, where the Springboro Panthers took home the victory. So a little bit of vengeance on the mind of Sydney. And we will head to commercial break, come back with starting lineup, keys to the game, and tip-off. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Togi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Here at Vandalia Butler High School for this boys Division I sectional semifinal matchup between the Springboro Panthers and the Sydney Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets coming as the 4th seed off a win against Dayton Carroll Saturday. And Springboro looking to beat the Yellow Jackets for the second time in 3 years. The winner of this game will get Springfield Wildcats, who just beat Detroit Trojans in the earlier tip-off. By a final score of, I believe, around 63-36, maybe, was the final there. So Sydney looking to play Springfield, who they lost to in the sectional finals last year by a score of 64-63. Sydney on a quest to try to capture their first sectional title in 20 years since 1999. And you know, Ron, 1999 was the year I was born, so Sydney's kind of overdue for a sectional title.
You're just a young pup. That's what that means.
I told that one to Dave Helmstetter. He laughed too. And so let's meet the starting lineups on each side. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Sydney Yellow Jackets. At forward, number 2, Ratez Roberts, a senior. At guard, number 5, a junior, Taryn Taborn. for number 11, Keith Lee. At guard, number 20, the future Virginia Tech Hokie, Andre Gordon. And rounding out the lineup is number 23, Josiah Hudgens. The Sidney Yellow Jackets are coached by John Willoughby in his third year of the helm. Formerly had a 30-year tenure with the Houston Wildcats in the Shelby County Athletic League before taking over the Yellow Jacket program. Now for the home team, the Springboro Panthers. Number 1, William Yates. You catch Springboro's Villanova-like uniforms. Number 2, Noah Moser.
At forward, 6'7", number 10.
Number 10, Garrett Powell.
At forward, 6'8",
Number 23, Michael Berner.
And at guard, 6'3",
And rounding out the lineup, number 33, Connor Greavy. And the Springboro Panthers are coached by Kevin Euchre in his second year as at the helm of the Springboro Panthers. Should be a very good contest. Ron, what are tonight's keys to the game?
The keys to the game is brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And for the Springboro Panthers, control the tempo. The Panthers would like to turn this game into a half-court game. Second key is keep the ball away from Gordon. He averages 22.6 points a game. Enough said. For Sidney Yellow Jackets, first key is defensive rebounds. The Yellow Jackets must box out 6'7" Powell, 6'8" Berner. And the second key, shot selection. The Yellow Jackets average 28% from the three-point line.
And Ratez Roberts controls the tip. Roberts, they call him Swatez Roberts, I know is his nickname, averaging 4.4 blocks a game, also third in the G-Walk. And rebounding, and Andre Gordon opens up the scoring, and the Yellow Jackets strike first, and ahead are 2-0 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first.
So right away, Gordon gets a nice open shot from about 15 feet on the wing.
Now, see Springboro Panthers trying to beat Sidney for the second time in 3 years. It's a very long Springboro team, might give Sidney some problems.
They like to move the ball around right now. They've got good ball movement, looking for the shot on the inside if they can get it.
And there's a fouling or corner shot by Michael Berner. And we're tied up here early on with just a minute in here at Vandalia Butler High School.
Berner, a 6'8" senior, averaging 11 points a game.
Turnover by Taborn. Yates will take it out in the forecourt. Be a long three, Greavy. It'll hop out and in. And Springboro's got their first lead of the game. It looks like they're actually calling it a long two there. Gordon wows right around Moser.
Basket by number 20.
Actually, Powell, excuse me. And Gordon has got all 4 Sidney points so far.
Yeah, they look for him. They need to get the ball through him just about every time down the floor. He needs to touch the basketball.
And Springboro is 3 for 3 on possessions as Yates hits the three.
So we have yet to see a miss. Both teams shooting the ball well here in the first part of the first quarter.
Tabor might got away with a walk there. Roberts, third in the G-Walk and a rebound, gets the offensive rebound, but it goes right back to the Panthers to Springboro. Pass into the corner. Long three, no good. And now Springboro cooling off a bit. Winner of this gets the Springfield Wildcats. They look really impressive in their win over Troy. Actually, Springboro only lost by 2 this year as Hudgens hits the three in the face of Powell. And we're tied back up here. Actually, sorry, Springboro leads 8-7 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
So right away you see him paying a lot of attention to Gordon after he makes the first 2. And then boom, they kick it outside for the 3.
Yeah, this team just isn't Andre Gordon. Got a lot of great pieces on this team with Roberts and Hudgens and Darren Taborn and Keith Lee. And this isn't the Andre Gordon show. I mean, he puts on a show for sure, but watching some of these other guys play, it's a real treat. Powell working his way on Roberts. This will be a great matchup all night. Roberts gets the best of him this time, and Gordon going up in the forecourt. Nice move to the left side, can't finish. It'll go the way of the Springboro Panthers.
Gordon doesn't take much of a crease, and he finds it, but put it up just a little too hard off his ass that time. I noticed Willian Yates, number 1, 5'9", junior, has drawn the assignment to guard Gordon.
Not an easy task. Gordon only averages around 23 points a game. He also averages 5.8 assists, which leads the G-Walk. Long three, Yates. No good. Gordon will come down with it up to lead. Gordon tempted to thread the needle there, but good read from Yates. Springboro looking to bring it up in their forecourt here. Long three here. No good. And that ball bounced off Connor Greavy after he shot it. Didn't know where it went. It'll go the way of the Yellow Jackets.
Both teams firing up the threes. Springboro have hoisted up several long ones well beyond the three-point line.
Andre Gordon brings it past the timeline. He'll play for Buzz Williams next year at Virginia Tech. Went to Huntington Prep earlier in the year and withdrew. Wanted to be back home at Sydney, and it's a real treat to watch. Lee in the corner for three, and it's good.
I noticed that time they switched off on Gordon. That time 6'7" Garrett Powell was on Gordon.
Yeah, I think the size is going to be something for Springboro to benefit from. They'll be able to have a little length, maybe keep Andre from shooting in his comfort spots. Roberts gets a piece of the ball, and Gordon will now walk it up for the Yellow Jacket attack. Lee working it over to Gordon, over to Hudgens. Taborn will fire the three. Hudgens fighting for the rebound, and it'll go down to Yates. He'll push it up in the forecourt to Moser. Over to Greavy for the tie, no good. Greavy on the follow, and it'll stay with Springboro.
They got lucky that time. They had 2-on-1, just needed a bounce pass at that point and couldn't come up with it.
Great transition defense by the Yellow Jackets. See, nice play out of the set piece, just can't get it to fall. The iron not too kind there to number 23, Michael Berner.
And that's a shot they're going to have to make with 6'7" and 6'8" in the middle.
Gordon to the rack, and this place is going bananas after that. You know,
Fouls on number 10, Garrett Powell.
see,
Andre Gordon.
Andre looking to complete the and one. You know, Sydney, I know they want a rematch with Springfield really bad, but they also kind of got a little vengeance to overcome in trying to beat Springboro here as Gordon completes the and one, and now Sydney leads 13-8 on our First National Bank scoreboard. They can't look past the Springboro team. I mean, Springboro, even they only lost to Springfield 34-32, so this is a very talented Springboro team despite being sub 500. Greavy will work it over to Yates in the corner. Exquisite ball movement there, and it finishes with the Powell three. Nice looking possession there by the Panthers.
So 2 of 5 from the three-point line for the Panthers. They need to keep that up.
Springboro needs to stop here. Just needs to convert on their last two possessions. Keith Lee will set it up back out to Gordon. He'll shot fake. See the long pow on him. Gordon doesn't come up with it, but you can see how Gordon's speed might be a little too much for Powell. That's what they're going to give up with that length that Powell has.
Right. And we mentioned the Panthers 2 of 5 from the three-point line. They come into the game shooting 32.5% from the three-point line.
Moser no good, gets the tip from a teammate. Long three by Moser, and Springboro on a 6-0 run off a pair of threes, lead 14-13 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Think first. In this sectional semifinal matchup here at Vandalia Butler High School. These two members, both of the G-Walk, did not play each other this year. Taborn drives it on the inside, gets the and one. The junior Darren Taborn looking to complete the three-point play.
So Gordon had a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Now Taborn's going to have an opportunity.
Number 12, Lathan Jones in for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Number 5, Cameron Dickerson in for the Springboro Panthers. Lathan Jones, I know Coach Wilby is someone who he's highlighted, has been playing well this year, the junior.
Taborn 21 of 37 from the foul line, 56%. Makes that one.
You know, Sidney doesn't shoot well as a team from the line. They shoot 60%.
Yeah, that's pretty low, even for high school.
Springboro working it around. Yates up on the left wing, working on Hudgens. Nice move on the inside. Foul by Taborn. Good call there by the baseline official, and Cameron Dickerson will go to the line.
Darian Taborn at the line shooting 2 for Springboro's number 5, Cameron Dickerson.
And so the PA announcer misnamed Taborn, called him Darion. It's Darren Taborn. It's Dickerson. Drops in the first. He's a 55.6% free throw shooter. Springboro just a little better than Sidney, 62.6% from the line, as number 33, Connor Greavy, and number 0, CJ Emanuel, checking the ball game for Coach Yorker's team.
Yeah, both teams are pretty even at the free throw line, even though it's in the low 60s. 206 for 329 for Springboro, 204 for 338 for Sidney.
I hope I'm saying Coach Yorker's name right. I don't know if there's any Springboro people watching this broadcast. It's Gordon in isolation, just drains it over Powell. Gordon not bothered by the length there, Ron.
No, coming out in this game, shooting the ball very well.
And Gordon only shoots 29% from 3, so Powell looking to get some points back up to Dickerson. Smothering Sidney defense. Lathan Jones gets the jump ball to stay with Springboro.
Yeah, you got Powell there at 6'7", taking it to the hole. He can't dish that off. He's got to take it up strong to the basket, at least draw the foul.
Gonna run a screen the inbounder. Can't get anything off it for Emmanuel. They're gonna curl it. It's blocked by Roberts. Roberts getting yet another block. Roberts in the forecourt to Hudgens. Nice move, Josiah Hudgens. And Sidney's got a 21-16 lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Winner of this game will get the Springfield Wildcats Saturday night in the sectional final matchup. Powell working left wing, looking to get them points right back, and he does.
That time he took it to the hole, took it up strong.
Winding seconds of the first quarter, Gordon will call out the instructions for his Yellow Jackets. He'll just pull up anyway. And the bank is open in Vandalia tonight. Andre Gordon with 13 points to end the quarter. And that will head us to our first commercial break of the night. It's Sidney 24, Springboro 18. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Welcome back to Vandalia Butler High School for this boys sectional semifinal matchup between Sidney and Springboro. Sidney leads Springboro 24-18. I'm Brandon Coverman along with Ron Cruzy. And Ron, that Sidney Yellow Jacket attack is led by no other than Andre Gordon with 13 points.
Yeah, he's on his game tonight. He's shooting the ball well from 3, even though he got lucky there and banked it in. But he's still, I think, 3 of 3 from the 3-point line.
Roberts foul line extended, no good. Springboro will pull it down. Number 11, Landon Palmer, new substitution in. You know, I think a formula for defending Sidney, if I had to defend Andre Gordon, is kind of looking at the junk defenses that Vandalia Butler put on Sidney the second time they played them. If anyone's seen the tape there, as Dickerson goes up and under and gets his way in the box score. Gordon doesn't shoot the three, particularly the Grace's 29% clip. See, Andres is trying to go until he misses. Will pull up, just long there. Springboro will pull it down.
Rebounding pretty even, 6 rebounds for each team in the first quarter.
Long extended three, Springboro. No good by Berner, who's second in scoring for Springboro at 11 a game.
Yeah, and he only shoots 28%, he shoots 33% from the three-point line, so he's pretty efficient from out there.
I know that's, you say the rebounding's pretty even. I know that's usually a concern for Coach Willoughby, even though they got Rotez Roberts usually being undersized in the GWAC. As Hudgens open, he has such a smooth stroke from three-point land, and he has a pair of three-pointers.
Really nice touch from the outside. Springboro, they're going to live and die by that three.
Now Gordon out in the forecourt trying to put on a show. Try to get an NBA continuation foul. I agree with the official there. He was not going up. I know Coach Willoughby wanted it. I know Coach Willoughby back in the SCL wouldn't say anything, but it's a little different up here in the GWAC, Ron.
Yeah, that time he got fouled probably 12 feet away from the basket.
Only the third team foul on Springboro there.
Doesn't hurt anything to plant a seed early.
Look at Andre on the post up, and he is on fire. There is nothing Springboro is able to do so far here.
And that's 15 points for Gordon.
And there's Garrett Powell hits a three, leading the Springboro Panthers in scoring at 14.2 a game, Ron.
And he can get that shot about any time he wants it, because he's tall enough to shoot over anybody that Sidney's got to guard him out there.
Hudgens will give it up to Lee, back to Roberts. Sidney working it around as they lead 29-23 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank think first. Gordon will pull it out and set up the Yellow Jacket attack.
Yeah, 1-2-2 set.
Being a little patient here with the 6-point lead. Hudgens works his way, tries to get into double figures, can't do it. And Powell working his way to the basket. And Garrett Powell has 10 points. Don't throw him under there. He's had a nice first half so far for Springboro.
Yes, he has. He got some nice touch from outside. And now when he's taking it to the basket after that first time, he's taking it strong.
Gordon with a beautiful crossover, can't get this to convert. This place will actually host next Thursday the regional semifinal matchups for girls as Yates fires the jump shot and Springboro right back within two just like that.
A nice jump shot there by Yates.
Coach John Willoughby wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors because without their support, we would not be able to bring you this broadcast. Wilson Health, caring without limits. Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BullerStore.com. Find the pocket without emptying yours. Carriage Works, specializing in collision repair in St. Henry, Ohio. Cy Schwederman, Fowler's TV, we service what we sell. Kogi Plumbing and Heating, a name you know, a name you trust. PSG Automotive Outfitters. Mr. Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schwederman Pharmacies, pharmacies located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapak. Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care. Francis Furniture, our keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays are brought to you by Winners Meats, quality meats for 90 years. Our player of the game is brought to you by NKTelco. And our scoreboard, which reads to you 29-27 Sidney, is brought to you by First National Bank. Think first. And I'm Brandon Coverman along with Ron Caruzzi. It's a shot no good by Keith Lee there. And Springboro on a little bit of a run right now, Ron.
Yes, they are. We got it down to 2. Coach Willoughby with a good time out there. Stop the momentum if they can and maybe turn it back to their way.
Springboro being led offensively by Garrett Powell with 10 points. Their lead scorer, averaging around 14.2 a game. A nice shot in the corner there, Michael Berner. And we're tied back at 29 like that. The Sidney lead has evaporated quickly.
Springboro 4 of 4 inside the arc here in the second quarter.
Gordon will work it up to Roberts. Hand off to Darren Taborn. That Gordon, he's going to try to split. Might have got away with a walk there. He had a big jump stop. And he'll get 2 shots.
Fouls on number 23, Michael.
Fouls on Michael Berner. Be his first, team's 4th.
Gordon, 76% from the line, 80 of 105.
Well above the team average, but he can't connect on the first one as number 2, Noah Moser, will come back in for Cameron Dickerson.
Yeah, Gordon is definitely the best free throw shooter on the Yellow Jackets team.
He'll take no dribbles, but he'll split it from the line and give Sidney the lead back at 30-29 with 3:33 remaining. You know, I was saying here earlier, this Vandalia Butler will host the girls' regional semifinals and regional finals matchup. We can catch those games on NKTelco next week. This will be some very good matchups in the girls. This is a nice facility. Got some stadium seats up here in the front row and up on the top. As Moser muscles his way to, Garrett Powell muscles his way to the basket, and Springboro's got the lead back.
He's having his way. That's 12 points.
Gordon goes sideline and plows in to a Springboro defender.
Yeah, that time we need to give it up. The first quarter, they were getting some pretty decent shots, including him. Now in the second quarter, some forced shots.
And Springboro on a roll offensively. Powell work his way.
It looked like he had the baseline. Nobody there.
Being patient on offense there. Nice move, Noah Moser.
Nice pass there from Powell.
Garrett Powell playing a fantastic game tonight for Springboro. They lead 33-30 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Think First, and they're on a 10-1 run right now.
And since Gordon got off to a good start, Powell's been guarding him, doing a pretty good job.
He only held the 3 points this quarter as Taborn stepped back, and we're tied back up at 33. Darren Taborn, the junior, tying it back up here.
That seems like Sidney has to do right there. Get Taborn the ball on the outside. He's shooting the ball really well tonight. Only 21% from the three-point line on the year, but doesn't look like that tonight.
Nice weak side defense, or strong side defense from Gordon. He'll stay with Sidney. Josiah Hutchins and Trey Wernz making his first appearance in the ball game. Taborn there was pretty much let's dance, and that nice crossover jumper there.
Springboro's going to run 4 down. I hear Coach Euchre talking about it.
Yates going to fire the long 3 over Gordon in his face. Royan Yates. And he has 8 points. Hudgens over Taborn. Go to Roberts, over to Gordon. Yellow Jackets working around. Taborn looking to get another basket. And he does. Nice move, Darren Taborn, and he has 8 points.
So right now it's just back and forth, 36-35. Sidney down by 1.
Hudgens, Taborn, and Gordon have 32 of the 35 Sidney points. 3 by Springboro, no good. Sidney fortunate they didn't have a defender in the area. Gordon looking to go on Powell. And he'll pull it back out as we're under a minute remaining here in the first half. Don't blame Coach Willoughby if he wants to hold for the last shot. The possession arrow favors Springboro. So Sidney not pretty much saying, Coach Wilby says at worst we're going to go down by 1 at halftime. If not, we have the lead, which I think is a smart decision, especially in high school when you have no shot clock run.
Yeah, I think so. You got a chance to go up by 1, go up by 2. Here, while the clock's run down, you got Gordon, so why not? If you would take it earlier and you miss, you know Springboro's going to take the last shot, so you might as well take it. Don't give them a chance.
Yeah, I don't want to give them a 3-4 point lead going into half with the ball. Gordon will shot fake. Nice. On the inside, Wernz. I don't think he was ready for it. No good. Just a miscommunication between Wernz and Gordon there. I think Wernz thought Gordon was going right to the hole, and Gordon passed it up at the last second.
That was a nice pass by Gordon, just miscommunication.
And that'll take us to our halftime break. The Springboro Panthers lead the Sidney Yellow Jackets 36-35. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Here at Vandalia Butler High School, where the Springboro Panthers lead the Sidney Yellow Jackets 36-35 here. And here with halftime stats, Ron Cruzy.
For Springboro Panthers, field goal wise, 15 of 27 from the field. Sidney 12 of 22 from the 3-point line. Springboro took 14 threes, made 6. Sidney 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Both teams shooting well. 2 of 2 for the Panthers, 3 of 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Rebounding wise, that battle goes to Springboro, 12 to 10, and a very cleanly played game. 1 turnovers for Springboro and 3 turnovers for the Sidney Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, very fast-paced game. Obviously, this GWAT game. The Sidney coming from the American North, where they finished second, actually to this host school, Vandalia Butler, and Springboro coming out of the National West division of the Greater Western Ohio Conference.
So really those numbers very close all the way through, and that is indicative of the scores: 36 for Springboro and 35 for Sidney. For Sidney, Andre Gordon, 16 points. And for Springboro, Powell with 12 points. He kind of cooled off there in the second quarter a little bit.
Yeah, I think Powell's length, I mean, just both ends. I'm very impressed with Garrett Powell.
Yeah, and he's been doing a defensive job on Gordon also. They're using his height to make Gordon shoot over him if he's going to shoot from outside, but Gordon is so much quicker than him trying to get around, but then he has help, does Powell inside. Everybody's rotating over to Gordon.
Yeah, I'm sure Sidney's seen all the junk defenses they can in the Andre Gordon era. So they know what to expect, as the 3 is no good by Moser to start the half. See Sidney adjust their offense a little bit. Gordon will pick up his dribble, give it to Keith Lee.
And they run a 1-2-2 set and run their plays off of that, or they run their offense off of it.
Roberts to Taborn. Taborn no good. Taborn had a solid first half with 8 points. It's been really Hudgens, Taborn, and Gordon leading scoring as Moser opens up the second half scoring for Springboro. It's 38-35 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank think first. Gordon working his way to Roberts. Roberts might have got away with the travel. Kisses off the glass too hard. Go the way of the Panthers. Springboro fortunate to recover there. Yates is looking to push. Call for a screen.
They're clearing it out for Powell on the right side. Can't get around Gordon.
Winner of this game gets Springfield in the sectional finals. As Powell steps back. What a beautiful move by Garrett Powell.
Yeah, you're not going to block that if you're 6'2" Gordon. 6'7" Powell drops back, fades away. That's pretty hard.
Powell leading Springboro scores with 12 points as Gordon leads. Sidney scores now 18 points and opens up the second half scoring for Sidney. But they trail 40-37 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Think first.
Coach Willoughby thinks Gordon was pushed there. Let the referee do it when he goes by. Again, planting the seed for the next time.
Yeah, if you're Sidney, I think you just need a bit of momentum here, even though you got a bucket. It still feels a little dead on the Sidney side as Yates works his way in. No good. Over the back foul on number 23, Michael Berner. Good call there by the baseline official.
Foul's on number 23, Michael
I know it's a little
Berner.
much to ask for a dunk, but I think some creative play by some Sidney player would be good. Really, Rottez Roberts has not even scored yet. Second leading scorer for Sidney, averaging 10 points a game as Gordon receives a double high ball screen. He'll work his way on Powell. What a beautiful move by the future Hokie.
That was big time right there. Crossover, and he left Powell in the dust.
And that is ACC worthy as Gordon hits the 20-point threshold, matching his jersey number. Moser loses the ball on the inside, but he'll respond. Sorry, Michael Berner, Moser number 2.
Michael Berner.
And we're seeing both teams now going inside. They're not firing away the threes.
Now
Springboro goes to a 2-3 zone.
Springboro going 2-3. Kind of a similar look that Vandalia Butler gave the second game around. I like Coach Yoger's idea. Wait until the second half to show that the city doesn't have halftime to go over anything. So let's see if City can get anything out of this. As Lee will give it up to Hudgens. Hudgens works in the middle to Gordon. That's where Sidney wants it, but Gordon can't get the jump shot to fall.
And the idea behind that 2-3 zone makes Sidney shoot from outside. We're on the year 28% from the three-point line. First half they shoot 6 of 10, and you just bet your money they're not going to shoot like that in the second half. You just roll the dice.
And Berner gets the basket, credit from the assist from William Yates. And yeah, I mean, this zone, it could be effective, but Sidney needs to piece together some stops here as they're trailing by 5 halfway through the third quarter. They need to piece together some stops as Sidney hasn't had an answer defensively for Springboro, whether it be Garrett Powell, William Yates, and so on. It's been a balanced Springboro attack.
They've been able to get the ball inside to the big guys, and then when Sidney adjusts to that, then it's Yates from the outside.
Hudgens will work it away, give it up to Taborn. He'll work his way on the inside to Roberts. Roberts gets blocked on the inside by Powell. Roberts is yet to get in the box score for Sidney.
And they need him to come alive here in the second half.
They do indeed, as Sidney desperately needs a stop here. They need some sort of energy. Nice work on the inside by number 2, Noah Moser. It's a 7-point Springboro lead. And that will constitute a timeout from Coach John Willoughby. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
It's a high school varsity tournament basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. You can catch the replays Monday, March 4th at 9 p.m. and Tuesday, March 5th at 9 p.m. You can also watch the games on WOSN and on demand on the NKTelco Sports Facebook page and at NKTelco.net. And Gordon, now at 22 points, the all-time leading scorer in Sidney history, adding on to the finishing touches of his career in this postseason run.
Nice dribble penetration there by Gordon. Got into the lane, not settling for a three.
Garrett Powell gets fouled there. First team foul on Sidney. Good call there by the official.
And Springboro with only one foul also, so there's a nice play right there.
Oh, credit Garrett Powell. He could have lost that ball in his hand. Still managed to make it.
Yeah, nice pass on the inbounds. Made that play.
Gordon picks up his dribble to Hudgens, over to Taborn, over to Roberts. Roberts back to Hudgens, over to Gordon. Sidney having to be very patient. Gordon finds Keith Lee, and the leader in the G-Walk and assist adds yet another one.
Another dribble penetration by Gordon and then dishes it off, so hard to guard when he's playing like that.
Sidney needs a stop here. Yates through the middle. No good, gets his own rebound. Over to Powell, fires the three, no good. And Sidney finally gets that stop they desperately needed. Now the tension picking up a little here. Gordon fires the three. It'd be big, and he hits. Andre Gordon being clutch as ever, and he is fired up.
That's the first three of the second half for either team.
25 points poured in from Andre Gordon, and Sidney is within 2 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Think First, I'm Brandon Coverman along with Ron Cruzy. A big crowd here at Vandalia Butler High School for the sectional semifinal matchup in Division I. Powell working his way on the inside. Work it, and Springboro can't get it to fall. Number 23, Brenner misses it. Keith Lee running the floor, going to the left side, gets it slotted. Keith Lee just couldn't finish there.
And we saw some action there. Now Springboro wants to slow it down a little bit.
Maybe not. Powell with the three, no good, and Sidney's height. Advantage there. No good, up on the follow. Roberts gets the rebound up to Gordon. He will slow it down. He would have had a 1-on-3 matchup there. We're under a minute remaining here at Vandalia Butler High School. Lee on the inside to Roberts. Over to Hudgens, back to Lee. Lee for the lead. That falls well short. See a substitution. Number 1, Dominic Durr. Number 12, Lathan Jones are coming to the ball game. Number 5, Cameron Dickerson comes in for the Panthers. Sidney mounting a little bit of a mini run here. Piecing some stops together. Durr in the backcourt. Durr and Yates getting physical there. Refs haven't called much this game. They've kept it pretty even. Credit to the men in stripes. We're under a half-minute remaining in the third frame, and this place is getting loud as expected. Sidney looking for a vengeance 2 years ago in a sectional semifinal loss. Yates and Durr will stare each other down, the battle between number 1s.
Down to 10.
Yates fires the three. It'd be huge. Can't fall. Taborn up to Gordon. Gordon gonna fire a long off-balance shot, and he banked it in!
Whoa.
Sidney gonna go with the lead in the fourth quarter. Andre Gordon putting a little magic on it. What a shot, Andre Gordon. As Sidney will take a 1-point lead going into the fourth quarter. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
We saw Andre Gordon put a little magic on that three ball. He used the bank for the second time tonight to give Sidney the 1-point lead going in the fourth quarter, Ron.
Yeah, he's got 2 bank shots already from three-point land. One in the first half at the, I think it was the end of the quarter, or it might have been
near there.
Yeah, and one here at the end of the third quarter. So he's fortunate to get it in.
Andre Gordon, a magician, enters the 30-point threshold, and Sidney leads 51-48 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Think First looking to punch their ticket to the sectional finals. And there's a turnover on Springboro, and this Sidney crowd has been louder in these past 3 minutes than they have been the whole night. And Springboro's back on its heels, Ron.
Yeah, they are. They come out of the end. I think the bank shot really got them down. You know, they're thinking, oh my, what's he doing? And then they come out here just a little flat here to begin the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, is Sidney needs something like that, a big play to get them going, and that big play has certainly got him going. As Gordon faces up, he has the hot hand. Don't blame him for shooting, but he can't make this one. Now it'll be Yates working on Durr in the forecourt. It'll be a foul on Durr.
Looks like Yates had another gear there.
Yates shifting gears really well there. And you know, Ron, like I said, the officiating's been really good tonight. There hasn't been a lot of whistles blown, so I don't think you can complain on either side.
No, it's been a very cleanly played game. 2 turnovers so far. 3 turnovers for Springboro and 3 for the Yellow Jackets. So neither team's turning the ball over. They're handling the ball very well. Now it's just a matter of getting the ball where they need to for each team.
It looks like Durr's in there to play a physical presence on Yates. As number 10, Garrett Powell works his way, and Powell, the straw that stirs the drink for the Panthers, has 14 points, right at his season average. That foul's on Lathan Jones, 13th foul on Sidney. And Powell will look to get his team back in. He shoots 67% from the line. And he'll connect on the first one.
Yeah, he's got some pretty good numbers. 14.2 points a game, 7.1 rebounds a game. He can step out and shoot the 3. He shoots a 3 at a 28% clip, 15 to 53 for the year.
Yeah, a decent clip for a high school free throw shooter as he goes 2 for 2 from the line, which will certainly help his 67% free throw shooting. You know, Sidney fortunate to be up 1, even though Gordon has 30. Their second leading scorer, Ratez Roberts, does not even have a point yet in this ball game. We're in the fourth quarter. As Gordon drives in and 1. Andre Gordon carrying the Sidney Yellow Jackets on his back.
So he's going to get another opportunity shooting a three-point play the old-fashioned way here. Didn't have to shoot a 3 and bank again. But boy, when that happens, you know you're in the zone.
And he'll complete the and 1. Sidney tied their largest lead of the game at 4, around there.
33 points for Gordon.
Carrying the team on his back for sure. I can see the athleticism he displays really fits ACC style play as well. As Springboro looking to get back on a roll like they did the third quarter. And Yates will slowly the ball out. Playing defense by Don Durr. He's playing a physical presence on Yates. Roberts gets the steal. Roberts, the defensive presence for Sidney, forces a turnover.
Now they put somebody new on Gordon. Paul is off of him. And now it's number 5, Cameron Dickerson.
Gordon goes by over to Hudgens. Well short. Hudgens had a nice first half with 8 points, had a pair of 3-pointers. Don't blame him for pulling the trigger there. And Dickerson, who just guarded Gordon on that last possession, just went to the bench, Ron.
Okay, yeah, he's 6'2", a 6'2" senior, so we'll see who they put on him the next time down the floor.
Well, we could give a little credit to Dom Durr. He's been playing some physical defense on Willian Yates there. Foul on below on Lathan Jones. That'll be the 4th team foul on Sidney.
Foul's on number 12.
Be his 2nd.
Lathan Jones.
Team's 4th. Gordon still having the job of guarding Garrett Powell.
That's kind of a strange call. It looked like he had the position, but he got called for the push.
Powell will give it up back to Yates. Look like they're going to try to design something for him. Yates, long 3, and just like that, it's a 1-point ball game. Coach Yuko wants a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Brand presence is everything. Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NKTelco has the solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NKTelco ad insertion and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information.
High school, where the Sidney Yellow Jackets lead the Springboro Panthers 54-53. Andre Gordon leading the Sidney Yellow Jacket attack with 33 points. Sidney was just up 4, but a long 3 by Willian Yates puts this game right back into the grass of Springboro, Ron.
It does. It looked like Sidney was on its way there on a big run, and all of a sudden Springboro comes back on the offensive end and makes some shots.
Gordon has the ball, the all-time leading scorer in Sidney history, past Dwayne McCluskey this year to get that title. Gordon works his way in the lane, and like I told you during our commercial break, just ride Andre Gordon the whole game.
He showed his hops there, didn't he?
There is no answer for him and his athleticism tonight. 35 points for Andre Gordon. Yates will work it over to Moser. Like I say, this is my 5th time I've watched Andre play. This is the most impressive I've seen him play. And Sidney gets the steal there. It's Don Durr. A little help from an unknown Sidney teammate. Don Durr has played a real nice defensive game since he's been in, I think, Ron.
Yeah, he has. Once again, after a dead ball or a timeout, Sidney comes out and puts some points on the board.
Powell loses the ball in transition to go the way of Sidney. The winner of this game gets the Springfield Wildcats. And what that would mean for Sidney with the win would be a revenge game from last year, losing the sectional final 64-63. They lost to Springboro 2 years ago in the sectional semifinals. As Gordon through the lane, an orthodox shot, no good. Lathan Jones tips it back to Gordon, and Andre Gordon, 37 points, pouring it in. The basket is wide open, as whatever can be wide open, Ron.
Yeah, he doesn't take much for him to be open. And he puts her up, but he's got such a nice touch, such quick feet, nice crossover dribble when he has to use that. There's not much wrong with his game.
A little breakdown in the defense there. Noah Moser, he scores there. He's well above his season average. He entered double figures with 11 now. Averages 4.7 a game. Gordon, yet again on the inside, attracts contact. It'll be the third team foul in Springboro. That will be on Powell, his second.
Well, that time Springboro anticipated him coming up the lane, but they still weren't quick enough to get there.
I bet they'd about have to anticipate it, Ron. They've been, it's like, you know, this keeps working. I always think of the movie Remember the Titans, you know, when they look at the playbook, you guys run split veer. It's 6 plays, just like Novocaine, just keep trying and it keeps working. And
there you go.
That's what Sydney's doing with Gordon, just driving in the lane. I mean, first half was a lot of outside shots.
They've only taken 2 3-point shots here in the fourth quarter.
Gordon splits it from the line. He's 2 of 4. Below his season average of 76%, leading this Yellow Jacket attack. I'm Brandon Goverman along with Ron Cruzy here in the sectional semifinal matchup. And actually, Springboro played Springfield this year, lost 34-32. So Springfield's going to get a worthy opponent no matter what team comes out here.
And after watching Springfield play that first game, you can see how that could happen because Springboro could come out and just take care of the basketball, slow the game way down.
Fouls on number 12. Nathan Jones.
Number 12, Lathan Jones with the foul. He'll be his third. He hasn't been in much, but he's picked 3 fouls up. Coach Willoughby giving the ref a little hard time about that. You don't want to get any technical fouls here, especially in a tournament game.
But he didn't change the call, did he?
Nope. 3 Sydney players swarm to the ball and get Greavy, long 3. In and out, fortunate for Sydney. Scrum for the ball, Lathan Jones gets it. Gordon in the forecourt, throws it down. Andre Gordon staring at the crowd. 40 points, excuse me. And he better turn around and get back to some defense here, Ron.
Yeah. He's got a job to do if he's guarding Powell, so he's doing a pretty good job on him.
Defensive stand there. Sydney might have got away with a foul there.
And you kind of see a run coming here. They're up by 6 points. A bucket here would be very big.
You need to be patient here if you're Sydney. You're seeing Springboro extend out this zone. Yates fouls here. If you're Springboro, you don't panic. You're down 6 with 2 minutes. It's a lot to make up. But that foul was kind of needed there.
Now, 2 things have come into play here. If they pull the ball out, Springboro is in trouble with Gordon handling the basketball. But on the other hand, if they start fouling, Sydney only shoots 60% from the foul line. So that could come into play.
Yeah, Springboro's rotations obviously haven't been the greatest. In guarding Gordon, his Powell fouls in the backcourt.
And Powell guarding Gordon out that far, I'm not sure that's a recipe for success.
No, especially he's been your leading scorer. I don't know why you let your leading scorer pick up his 3rd foul. I don't really understand that right there. But you're back on your heels, definitely if you're Springboro. You need to force some Sydney pressure, even though both teams have relatively taken care of the ball well tonight.
Yeah, well, right away, I mean, he's got him beat by 10 yards. So
that'll be C.J. Emanuel with the foul. It'll be the 16th foul on Springboro. Sydney will be in the bonus. Winner will be back here at 7 o'clock Saturday night here at Butler High School again for the sectional title.
All right, now they got Dickerson on Gordon. That makes a little more sense.
Roberts on the inside, no good. He gets the follow. Go back to Lee, out to Gordon. Sydney, I think, just needs to pull the ball out now. They got the lead. And Hudgens will be immediately fouled. And he'll go to the line. Hudgens, a 56% free throw shooter. And Coach Bucher starting to do his offensive defensive exchanges now.
So now the free throw shooting has to come alive here for the Yellow Jackets. I'm not sure they can shoot 60% here on out and be successful, but it's going to take some. And a lot of times averages don't mean that much. The percentages, it means a lot when you need them.
The front end of the 1-and-1 missed here. Opens the door back up for the Panthers. They've shot the three well at times tonight. Powell off balance. He gets it to go. He has 18 points. And he's going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with him. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at bowlerstore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside bowlerstore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out bowlerstore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
57. And tonight's broadcast would not be possible without these sponsors: Wilson Health, Caring Without Limits, Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, find the pocket without emptying yours, Carriage Works, specializing in collision repair in St. Henry, Ohio, Cy Schwederman, Fowler's TV, we service what we sell, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, a name you know, a name you trust, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Mr. Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime, Schwederman Pharmacy. Pharmacy is located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapak. New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays are brought to you by Winners Meats, quality meats for 90 years. Our player of the game is brought to you by NKTelco. And our scoreboard right now, which reads Sydney 61, Springboro 57, is brought to you by First National Bank. Think First. I'm Brandon Goberman along with Ron Cruzy. And Sydney misses the front end of a 1-and-1 run, and a Garrett Powell bucket gets Springboro right back within 4.
Yeah, they wanted Yates in there on Gordon, but he didn't check in, so he has to go out. Gordon has to have the basketball, shooting 76% from the line. Nobody else on the Yellow Jackets shoots over 57%.
Yeah, I think Gordon's just licking his chops here because Springboro's a nice ball team. I mean, credit them, they're playing real nice. But Gordon's athleticism is just such an overmatching trait that Springboro cannot match that. That's why he's had 40 points tonight.
So now Yates is back in the ball game, and he is going to be guarding Gordon on the next possession that Sydney has.
Gordon's 2 of 4 from the line tonight. Sydney kind of struggling from the line tonight. They need their superstar and all-time leading scorer to step up here in a big way and knock down a couple shots. They'll fire and extend the Sydney lead to 5. 41 points here. I don't know what the all-time Sydney record is for points in a game, but I'm sure this is a top 5 game. Gordon will go 2 for 2 from the line. And Sydney will back off on the pressure a bit.
Look for Springboro to fire up a 3. Well, nope. Powell's going to take it inside.
And one might be just as good.
So they got the chance for the 3-point play, but not from the 3-point line.
Michael Brenner makes it.
Michael Brenner shoots 60.6% from the free throw line, 40 of 66 on the season. 6'8" senior.
Looking to get it within one possession here with 1:11 remaining. Brenner, Sydney catches a break there. Gordon running like a rabbit out there.
It's a good job by him. He recognizes that he has to be the one to be at the line, and when you have the handle that he has, he can get it done.
Lathan Jones will come in for Keith Lee. Now you're seeing John Willoughby do his offensive and defensive switch-ins.
And then one more foul, and it'll be a double bonus.
This will be a little different tomorrow night. We got Ansonia Fort Laramie, Ron, you and I, and it'll be a little different pace, and might not be as many points scored, but it should be a good game as well.
I'd look for a good one there, yeah. Both teams played well the other night, Tuesday night.
We might be back here if an NKTelco area school can make it to the regional final in girls. As Gordon goes 2 for 2 from the line. 4 of 4 here in the fourth quarter. Coach Willoughby wants a timeout. We'll take one with them. It's Sidney 65, Springboro 59 on our First National Bank scoreboard. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
I gotta get home and
take your game day party to the next. Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Chance to pull away, but Andre Gordon was not going to let Sidney go away and has 44 points. He has poured in a magnificent game tonight, Ron.
They're going to have to guard Yates on the three, and they're going to, for Springboro, they got to get a good, quick shot.
Lathan Jones gets a tip in there, and he gets fouled.
And the official goes down.
Oh.
That didn't look good.
I did not catch much of that. Hopefully that official's okay. He looks fine. A couple medical staff coming over. Lathan Jones will shoot a double bonus for Sidney. And he shoots 48.5% from the line. We actually saw Troy coach Paul Bremagen in the last game get ran over by a Springboro player. He was on his back for a half a minute.
He was actually face down.
Yeah, that was a far more scarier moment than this. I mean, not taken away from how nerve-wracking that was.
The longer Paul laid on the floor, it just looked more serious all the time, but eventually he got up and he sat on the chair for a while before he got up and coached, but by the end of the game he was back on his feet.
I talked to Paul was coach at Milet and Irushi High School for 30 years, and talking to his wife in the hallway, got him a Diet Coke, said give him a Diet Coke and an Advil and he'll be fine, so. Lathan Jones shooting under 50% from the line. But will can it here. Sidney has a 3-possession game. And they look like they're about on their way to get that rematch with Springfield here Saturday night.
And that's what that double bonus does. It frees you up on that first shot. So he makes 2 in a row. Not so much pressure on that first shot.
Coming clutch down here. And Sidney, the Sidney faithful, getting up on their feet.
An 8-point lead.
Gordon up in the forecourt. And he wanted to throw down a 360. Good job to run the floor. Coach Willoughby has pumped. Gordon just about brought the house down, but Yates got the foul.
He knew he got fouled too soon there, so he let up.
And people are starting to file out here. Gordon will now reach 45.
You want to vote for the player of the game now, or you want to wait?
This is going to be a hard one. I don't know. Gordon, this is the second one. No, hopefully this isn't my last time watching Andre play. You know, he's such a great player. Sidney should be lucky that they have a guy like this. I mean, they don't. Oh, and Gordon stepped on the line as he picked up the ball. He was out in the open court, could have threw another one down.
Yeah, he could see nothing but net.
Sidney will have a chance, just about book it. They'll have a chance to capture their first sectional title in 20 years. As Powell fires the three, and he'll hit it. He's had 21 points tonight.
Now Sidney can just dribble the clock out now.
And it looks like they will. Sidney faithful, they will get their rematch with the Springfield Wildcats Saturday here at Vandalia Butler High School. And the Sidney faithful on their feet. And it's a final here. The Sidney Yellow Jackets defeat the Springboro Panthers 68-62. We'll have a commercial break, wrap up the final stats, give you the post-game analysis and the player of the game. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Vandalia Butler High School, where the Sidney Yellow Jackets just defeated the Springboro Panthers by a final score 68-62. And with our final stats, Ron Cruzy.
For the Springboro Panthers, from the field, they were 25 of 47 compared to 8 of 22 from the three-point line. From the foul line, they were 4 of 5. They had 20 rebounds and 7 turnovers. For the Sidney Yellow Jackets, 18 of 35 from the field, 8 of 16, 50% from the three-point line, 12 of 16 from the foul line. That's very good for a team that came to the ball game shooting 60%, and they had 19 rebounds and 4 turnovers. So all in all, Sidney Yellow Jackets, pretty good numbers there. They came up with points when they needed them in the fourth quarter, and didn't let Springboro get it within 4 points.
Yeah, just a great all-around game played by Sidney, but there's no other choice we can have for player of the game. This player just had a magnificent game tonight. 45 points, Andre Gordon, player of the game, Ron.
Yeah, just unbelievable tonight. He was in such a zone that he banked in 2 3-point shots with the time running out. So when you do that, you know you're on, and he just had a terrific game, both offensively and defensively too. He showed up on the defensive end.
And Sidney gets their revenge on Springboro, who knocked them out of the tournament 2 years ago. They will play Springfield at 7 o'clock back here at Vandalia Butler High School. We'll have that game for you here on NKTelco. And they will have it'll be a packed crowd in an intense game here at Vandalia Butler. So that'll do it for us tonight. We'd like to thank our director and camera guy, Ryan Gossard. And on announcing, it's Ron Cruzy and Brandon Coverman signing off here tonight, where the Sidney Yellow Jackets defeat the Springboro Panthers 68-62. Good night, everyone.